What is going on, champs? It is your boy Sultan. Welcome faces back to another Apex Legends video. In today's video, I will show you how to get better movement so you can move like a pro in Apex Legends. Thank you for joining me, and let's get into the video. Apex Legends is hands down one of the toughest games to master your movement in, and with movement being one of the most key factors on becoming an even better player, today I will be showing you guys how to improve your movement with tips that all legends can use. This will help you get to areas faster and become a parkour master throughout gunfights. As per usual, if you are new to the channel, here you'll find some of the best tips and tricks to make you an even better player, so consider subscribing. Now let's talk about how to improve your movement. So I will be breaking down a few tips to help you move like a pro with basic movements only. No ultimate passives or abilities. Instead, I want to focus on the fundamentals so you can improve your movement with all the legends. First tip is to run with your fists out. The fastest way to move without any abilities or ultimates is by running with your fists. This can be done by holding down your weapon swap button, typically Y for Xbox and triangle for PS4. Although you run faster with your fists out, you will also be putting yourself in an extremely vulnerable position since your weapon isn't ready to fire, so you can't really defend yourself. So running with your fists needs to be used in specific situations only. The best time to run with your fists is when you're looting in the beginning of the game. This will help you get your gear quicker, but bear in mind if you're running with your fists in a hot zone or a general hot drop, make sure you are alert at all times and listen for nearby enemies. This will help you be on your toes to swap over to your weapon before getting spotted with your fists out. Another good time to run with your fists is when you're trying to bail a gunfight that you know you won't win or just don't have the items to participate in the gunfire. Of course, be sure to use all the abilities and ultimates to help you escape, but also be sure to run with your fists out to maximize your movement. This will help you pull off some sick movements that you normally can't do if you are running with your weapon on hand. So running away with your fists will help you evade the scene in a quicker succession, which will increase your survival chances. Typically, when you're being chased by someone who happened to win more of the bullet exchanges, they'll try and hunt you down with their weapon on hand, which will cause them to move slower. Most people don't react to running with their fists out to chase you because they get too eager and try to finish you off with long range shots and pray for a couple bullets to hit. But if they don't hit those bullets, you escape in the clear with a good distance to reposition and heal. Now let's move on to the next tip: knee sliding off edges. Knee sliding off a building, rock, rooftop, or anything that has a drop off will give you a boost of speed that will travel you a farther distance than if you were to just run off or jump off. This will come very handy when someone is chasing you or if you're chasing someone else. Whoever can outperform with using more in-game features for movement will be the winner of the situation. Even doing the most subtle things can be the difference between surviving or dying, so make sure you are always knee sliding off edges to help boost you farther and quicker. This will definitely come in handy in a lot of situations throughout playing the game, and this might be even the most underlooked movement techniques in Apex Legends. I like to relate to this movement to the Black Ops 3 G-slide since they are very similar. Creating angles and distance in a short period of time will help you become a better player. So if that means to knee slide off an edge of a rock even though the drop from the rock isn't that big, the smallest movements will add up when you're covering a large amount of ground. So use anything that you find to knee slide off of whenever you can. This will also help to improve your overall movement and jump timing since you're constantly performing knee slide movements and jumping on objects. When you get used to knee sliding off of edges and it becomes secondhand nature to you, you can then start to incorporate jumping with it. Just as you're about to fall off the edge when you are knee sliding, try jumping before falling off. I feel that this gives you an even farther jump, and if done correctly, you will start to see yourself being a parkour master. This will easily help you maneuver around areas much quicker and give you a movement advantage against other players. And finally, the last tip I have for today is to control your momentum when you are in the air. Whenever you jump off a jump pad, slide off a building, or anytime you're in the air and not being in the gliding animation, you have the ability to strafe, or in other words, to control the direction you want to go in by using your left thumbstick to direct your character to move to the left or to the right. You can also assist this strafe movement by swinging your right analog stick in the same direction as the left, but with a slower motion. This will take some good practice to getting used to, but if done correctly, you'll be able to make some crazy plays with the jump pad. Learning how to strafe in the air will help improve your overall movement and get you better at the in-game parkour. This is a great advantage over players that don't have the best movement since you can get better positioning faster. Sliding from rooftop to rooftop, catching ledges after a jump, strafing in the air to reach places you normally wouldn't, these all take lots of practice to perfect and to be done with minimal error. But when you can master the in-game fundamental movements, your gameplay will look so much more fluid, and it will show when you're playing the game or if someone is spectating you. Naturally, by getting better movement, you will start to see yourself doing much better in games and getting lots of more wins and kills. If you guys found anything helpful in today's video, don't forget to leave a like rating. It is always appreciated. As per usual, if you're new to the channel, here you find some of the best tips and tricks to make you an even better player. So consider subscribing. subscribing. If you guys have any questions about the things that I mentioned in the video, let me know down in the comments and I will be sure to assist you as best as I can. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, this has been your boy Sultan. I'm signing off. Peace.